Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Squad Connect. As you all know, that we are running through a program where students and individuals and anyone is welcome to ask us any questions and we answer them here. Today, one of the questions that was asked us was about how do we stop ourselves from getting distracted while we are studying for a competitive exams or we are working on our goals. Let's face it, we are surrounded by distractions all around. What we need to do is maintain our focus. Now, one of the very good researchers recently said that it takes around 15 minutes to come back into a work zone or like a zone of studying or working every time we get distracted. So every time you go and read a newspaper on your mobile phone or anywhere while you're working, or you take any break for social media, it will take you 15 more minutes to come back and start working. For example, you finished your time right now, okay, I'm done with my social media, let's go back to studies. It will take you 15 minutes from now to get your focus back, around that much. So it's very important to not waste our time when we are studying or working, and making sure that we just work. Now, what happens is a lot of people tend to get distracted. A lot of people have a lot of things around to get distracted. First of the most important things is to sleep properly, because a tired brain it's much more harder to focus. So yes, so sleep well, rest well, relax well. Secondly, keep your distractions away. Keep your phone on silent, turn your internet off when you're studying or working, so that you're not distracted by the notifications or phone calls. It is very important for you to be able to focus really well. Tell your friends and family around, if you're living with them or your friends in general, that you will be studying or working here at this time and you won't like to be disturbed. Make your priorities straight. No one who is close to you will feel bad if you tell them that, hey, you will be studying or busy right now. Then also make it a point to plan your day so that you have a really time set up for studying, for working, for your distractions, or whatever you want to do. We tend to feel that, okay, we may just go and work on something else, or like just go on Facebook and Instagram for 5 minutes, but it doesn't happen like that. We end up making ourselves spend more time on them, because it's like you see one post, then you go and see another post, then another post, something else you like, share. It's just a habit, it's just a routine. Don't do that. Try to focus, try to study when you are doing. Don't get distracted. Also, a lot of times what people do is they get distracted because of wondering what our friends and other people are studying about, or if someone is preparing for IAS. Let's say you are preparing for civil services in India and you want to go and talk to someone else who is studying for civil services. It's a good thing to know and talk to people, make a plan and day routine about that, but don't let that affect your studies or your focus, or like your plan of routine. Like whatever you plan to do it. Don't let it be bothered or be affected by what someone else is doing, because those thoughts also can get you distracted. Make sure you have a good plan set. Make sure you rest well. Make sure you take breaks for relaxation as well, because all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. We all have heard this, right? So it is very important for us to study properly and also to rest properly, because that's very important. But even then, when you're resting, try to use phone less, because it uses a lot of our energy. Try to sit in nature, try to just relax. I'm not saying don't use your phones at all. That will be not right, because a lot of good things happen on there. And do use it, but try to, when you're working on an exam, preparing for an exam, try to reduce it. Try to just study hard. Of course, relax, but try to be less frequent on social media than required. If it is required, definitely be there. There are multiple good uses of social media, like you can talk to teachers, you can talk to people around who are studying for it, or you can read on groups on Facebook about how anyone else is studying or what advice they have. But limit the use, don't overuse it. Also, if you go and read on Facebook groups about what other one is studying, don't get too worried about and start affecting your plan unless it is important. Do read them, but don't let that their preparations distract you again, because sometimes when we read about other person, we feel that, oh, we are not doing anything, and that affects us, which is not the right way as well. We should always learn from other people, but not but also be confident about ourselves. Change or modify your plan a bit if you need it, but don't let those thoughts come again and again and distract you from whatever goals you have set to study that day or that week, because that will affect the whole plan. It's very important to be focused. One thing that I will always say is, whatever your goal is, do everything that is important to achieve that. For example, that will include studying, that will include working, that will include talking to right people, that would include taking feedback, that will include taking rest as well. You will know everything that you need for that to achieve that goal. Don't worry too much about anything else. Just whatever your goal is, work on that, and just work hard and give your best shot. And yeah, so when you decide that, okay, this is what my goal is, this is what I know I need it for, you will know what distractions you want to keep away and what not. But yes, don't think that you have to only study all the time. You have to take breaks, you have to relax as well, because that's very important to nourish our brains as well. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope it helps you out as well, and take care. Please ask us any more questions that you may have, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. Thank you very much. Please send us your questions. Please send us your comments as well. And for any questions or messages, please feel free to contact us on our social media, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or also just message us on YouTube. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.